All right. Hello and welcome to the next stage. You haven't seen anything yet. Keep it up. Thank you for coming out and supporting your local creatives. Please, as always, maintain the 2-meter distance between each other.
Hey, Wes.
Oh,
hey, how's it going?
Not too bad.
I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, it's
what
been
are
a
you What are you
while.
up to? What you doing?
Nothing, just introducing your show, I think.
The show. That's tonight?
Yeah.
The Ever Late Show?
Yeah.
It's happening right here?
Right now, man.
Right now?
Yes.
I gotta go. I'm
Yeah,
hosting this
I
thing.
think-
What are we?
Oh, are you? Yeah,
I gotta go.
You should go.
I should go. Okay, hey, it's good to see you. Okay, I
right.
gotta go. I'm late. I gotta go. I gotta run.
Okay, so please enjoy the show. Turn off your phones, and yes, we'll see you soon.
Get out here. Whoa. Hello and welcome to the Ever Late Show Christmas edition. Brought to you by, yes, thank you. Brought to you by Absurd Turd Media in partnership with Western Arctic Moving Pictures, or better known as WOMP. Also, we got Pedo Productions here in the house. They're helping us film it, so it's going to be on Northwest L tonight at 7:30. So if you're watching this at home right now, you know what time it is. And also, last but not least, of course, NAC, the Northern Arts and Cultural Center. Thank you for making this all possible. And here we are. And welcome into my home. Now, I must apologize. I am running a little bit late, so I'm just going to get comfortable, if you don't mind. How's everybody doing tonight? Fantastic. I'm going to just loosen up here. Let's get loose. Let's get loose. Yeah. That's better. Getting cozy. Tonight is all about coziness and fun and Christmas and having a good time. And so why don't I list off some of the people you can expect to see tonight? We have, who do we got on the list? Oh, we got a good one. We got Thomas Parker. We're going to have a brief appearance by Thomas Parker tonight. Thank you. Also, we have performing a stand-up set. We have both Emily Blake and Skye Plowman. Very lovely, very witty, very hilarious. They're great. Also, any Ryan McCord fans here tonight? All right, well, guess what? Christmas has come early for you, because Ryan McCord's going to come out, play us a couple of tunes. How do you like that? Also, how can I forget? Of course, David Thomas Micheal is here tonight. DTM, any DTM fans? Yeah, I see a couple. Someone's wiggling their finger over there. Was that a wag of the finger? How are we doing? Great. That's awesome. I'll answer your questions for you. I think we need a little more mood. That's a beautiful tree. A fireplace. That's what we need. How about a little fire? Let me get this thing started. All right. Let me just light that. Oh, the thing we need here is a co-host. Where's my co-host? Let me go find my co-host! Co-host, where are you? Hey, yo, how's it going?
Oh, man, I'm good.
Hey,
How are you doing?
JD, everybody.
Thank
Man, great to see ya.
you. You too, man. I'm feeling great.
You look great.
Thanks, man. I got this whole new thing going on.
Oh, tell me about it.
Changed my life.
I
You
like
wanna hear
that.
about this?
I
Let me
want to
ask
hear
you.
about this.
Let me ask you about this.
'Kay.
You ever feel like you just don't got it?
Yeah, I'm feeling that.
Feel like maybe you're struggling to host some kind of surreal late night show hosted in the middle of the night, or the middle of the day during a pandemic.
Hey, oddly specific, but yes.
Yeah. Or maybe you just don't have what it takes to impress someone like, I don't know, David Thomas Michael.
DTM.
Does this sound like you?
That sounds like me right
Have
now.
I got a product for you? Beard water.
Beard water.
That's right, beard water.
Beard water.
Beard water is a product from my network salesman team that'll put the zig in your zag, the tea in your bag. Let me show you how it works. You get your product tank and you dip your power beard right in there. Nice and wet. I can feel it working already. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the pep right there. You see? Already. You pat it dry just a little bit, and then you are ready for your early morning coffee meetings, lunchtime power naps, or ditching work early to get to the brew pub.
That sounds great.
So, beard water. Let me tell you about it. Our product is non-allergenic and it's environmentally unincriminating. Beard water. The only water by beards, for beards, and non-beards, and non-binaries, and furries, and Steve. Beard water.
JD, that's disgusting. But I'm in. I'll buy 1,000 hairs.
Oh,
I mean,
thank
1,000 shares. 1,000 shares of your beard, hair, water. Disgusting water.
Happy to have you in my downstream.
And everyone here tonight is going to go home with a little bit of JD's downstream. So watch out. Hey, what do you say? What do you say we kick this off?
Sounds great.
Yeah. Who do we got first? You know who we got lined up? Oh, everybody get excited for a brief appearance by the very hilarious Tom Parker, everybody.
Tom.
Hey, Martin.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, JD.
Hey.
That beard water,
Oh yeah.
another $1,000 idea.
Thank you.
Hey, Martin, how's it going?
Hey, fantastic. In fact, never felt better in my life.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'd say it's been a challenging year.
Eh.
Yeah, I mean, it's been challenging, but it's actually been a year where you can learn a lot of new skills if you're staying at home or learning a lot of new things.
Yeah.
I don't know about yourself, but
Yeah. It definitely has. I've learned a lot of new things this year. Tell us, Tom, what do you have for us this evening?
yeah. So tonight, what I'd like to do is I've got my favorite book of North American birds, Reader's Digest book, and I'd like to read through 50 of my favorite birds.
All right, 50 of his favorite birds. Let's kick it off.
All right, thanks. Bird number one. There'll be maybe one disappointment here, but bird number one, the northern goshawk. Gray like the color of gun smoke, eyes that glow like living embers, wings sheathed in silence, and gripping feet tipped with daggers. These are the elements of a nightmare. And if ruffed grouse or snowshoe hares dream, the image of the great northern goshawk haunts their nights, just as the living bird hunts them by day. This large, powerful raptor of northern
Excuse me, sorry, Tom. I'm gonna
forests
have to, okay.
combines the size of a buteo with the killing of skills of an ancipiter. An adult goshawk usually stays in the north, even in the coldest winters, so long as prey populations are sufficient.
Tom, sorry, I'm going to have to stop you right there.
Okay.
Yeah, just 1 second. How many of these are you reading for us tonight?
Yeah, so this is one.
Okay. How many more are you got?
So that's 40. We have 49 more. Yeah.
Sorry, Tom. I
great.
hate to
They're
do
great.
this. I don't want to interrupt your act there, but I got to tell you, that's not brief at all. In fact, it's a little lengthy, if you ask me.
There's no time for this?
Get out of
Yeah,
here, Tom.
yeah, I'm sorry. I think we're gonna have to.
Go.
Tom, you're gonna have to go and figure this thing out. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Tom,
I'm sorry. You're gonna have to come back. Tom, you don't have to leave. You just can't stay here. But you're gonna have to figure this out. Man, that was Thomas Parker, everybody. You know what? I worry about him.
You invited him.
Yeah, I did. That's true. Yeah. He told me he assured me it was going to be brief. Maybe he's going to go back there and figure it out.
Sounds confused.
Someone find him a dictionary. Okay. Well, should we move on?
I think we should.
I think so, yeah. Banter?
Yeah, what's that word mean again?
Banter?
Yeah, where's that come from? Is that Czech?
I think of banter. Banter is, like, I don't know where it comes from, but it sounds like an animal. Like an animal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a mammal or?
Like a mammal, yeah.
Yeah.
Like an amphibious mammal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This is not why these people are here tonight. The people are here tonight for our next act. You might recognize her voice from the radio waves, from on loan to us, from Cabin Radio, our Yellowknife's very own Emily Blake.
Emily Blake. Emily Blake. Emily Blake. Emily Blake. Emily Blake. Yeah.
Thanks for that, JD.
You got it.
How's everyone doing? Yeah. I'm very excited to be here on the next stage for a very special Christmas edition of the Ever Late Show. And, I just really love this time of year. There's beautiful decorations, people are filled with goodwill towards all men, and the food, oh my God, the food's so good. Like, everywhere you go, there's those boxes of assorted chocolates, but you kind of know that you're always taking a risk when you take a chocolate out of one of those bad boys, because you just know that there's at least one gross one in there. And I've always wondered why that was, like if it went back to some old chocolate maker's tradition, or if they're just sociopaths that like watching lesser people struggle. I personally think that orange chocolate is the most disgusting flavor. Like, it's like pouring yourself a glass of 2% milk and then taking a swig of buttermilk. And orange chocolate is just an affront to God. And on Jesus' birthday of all days, y'all should be ashamed. One of my favorite parts of the holiday season is Christmas movies. Nothing gets me more in the spirit than a hot cup of cocoa and a Christmas classic. One of my personal favorites is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, which in my family is like religion. And as a kid growing up, I thought that was just a universal thing. But I remember when I found out that it was kind of weird. So just picture like little 10-year-old Emily, still full of hopes and dreams. And I went over to my friend's house for dinner, and I remember turning to her mom and saying, "Load me up with some more there, Clark, it's good." And it was in the moment that I realized that wasn't a universal way to ask for seconds. Another family favorite, the Muppet Christmas Carol. Don't know if you've seen that one. But this movie has everything. You've got Academy Award winner Michael Caine. You got puppets. You have singing vegetables. But I found out recently that I've been singing the lyrics wrong my entire life. I always thought that they were calling Scrooge a skin flinch. But my friend John recently informed me that they're actually calling him a skin flint. Now, if you're like me, you're wondering, what the fuck is a skin flint? And so I looked it up, and back in the day, if you reused a flint to start a fire, it was called skinning it. And if you did that, you were considered a cheap fuck. Now, I don't know about you, but I cannot imagine living in a time where people are just walking around brazenly judging you for your flint use. Like, "Oh, excuse me, Martha, I'm sorry that my flint isn't girthy enough for you." Like, not all of us have money to just throw away on a new flint every time we get cold. I showed my ankles the other day in a post office. Do you want to call me like a brazen harlot? But I do like to imagine, bosses and managers at corporations and people like Jeff Bezos watching Christmas Carol, and I just imagine that they side with Scrooge before he's visited by the three ghosts, Like, they're probably watching it thinking, "That Ebenezer is a shrewd businessman. I like the cut of his jib. Oh, Bob Cratchit's cold and wants another lump of coal. Suck it up, you little bitch." You know, and then they must get so pissed off on Christmas morning when Scrooge wakes up as a changed man. Like, what in the communist propaganda is this? Was this written by the same mamby-pamby pinko who came up with the idea of Santa Claus? Like, you're telling me that a man dresses up in all red, wears combat boots, and then gives presents to kids in the lower class for free? I don't think so. I will say I think my most controversial holiday Christmas movie opinion is that Die Hard is absolutely, without a doubt, not a Christmas movie. Oh, grow up. You know, like I know you think you're so edgy and interesting and unique by saying that Die Hard is your favorite Christmas movie, but you're wrong and I hate you. Like, it's not a Christmas movie if it doesn't end with a moral lesson about the true spirit of Christmas. If I watch a movie and it does not fill me with the Christmas spirit so much that I want to deck some halls with some fucking boughs of holly and shove a gingerbread house up my ass, then it is not a Christmas movie. I mean, if all it takes for a Christmas movie to be a Christmas movie is for it to take place around Christmas and have some decorations, then every movie is a Christmas movie. Harry Potter, When Harry Met Sally, Batman Returns. Are you going to look me in my eyes, the windows to my soul, and tell me that Eyes Wide Shut is a Christmas movie? Do you think that Tom Cruise, couch jumping, king of Scientology Tom Cruise, would star in a Christmas film about orgies? I don't think so. I mean, in all seriousness, like the true meaning of Christmas is spending time with the people that you love, being in the warm embrace of your friends and family. Of course, not this year because of COVID, you know, don't want to kill Meemaw and Peepaw, but, which is kind of sad. But I have to be honest, there are some perks with skipping out on family dinner this year. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my family, but nobody can roast me like those people. I mean, I made the mistake one time when I was 6 years old of asking my uncle to pass me the runny corn because I'd never seen cream corn before, and they will never let me down. I mean, I could be elected Prime Minister of Canada, and they would still be like, oh, Emily, hey, you want some runny corn? Like, keep it up, Grandma. See if I'm going to visit you in the home. And I mean, I always end up feeling like an asshole at family gatherings because I can never remember my cousins' kids' names. I mean, there's just so many of them, and they all kind of look the same. And I mean, they're all under 10. It's not like they're real people yet anyways. Like, they're not contributing to the economy. I can't talk to them about geopolitics. They don't find my Flint jokes funny. Like, what's the point? And inevitably, at some point, my aunts always ask, you know, Emily, why don't you bring a nice man around? And as much as I appreciate that they think that someone would date me, I just don't know how to tell them that, like, the opposite sex is generally repulsed by me. They just, like, can't accept the idea that a 30-year-old woman could be single. And so at one point, one of my aunts always says, like, are you one of them lesbians they have in the city? Which, like, I wouldn't mind so much, except, like, one of them is always like, you know, we'll still love you if you are. And then I have to hear my uncle in the back being like, no, we won't. I just want to enjoy some turkey without having my blood relatives ask about my sex life. Is that so much to ask? I really don't think so. Anyways, thanks so much. You guys have been a great audience, and have a great COVID Christmas.
All right, Emily Blake, everybody. That was hilarious. That was great, Panda. Hey, do you want to come join me over at the Christmas tree?
I sure do.
Christmas tree, Christmas tree, Christmas. Here we are. That was a good little
It's a great
transition.
Christmas tree.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
Did
I'm
you
really
cut this
glad
down
how
yourself?
it really came together. Yeah. I got something for you.
You do?
Yes, because you did so well. I got a present for you. It's right here.
How exciting. We're a little open. Ooh, what do we got here?
It's a bird in a box for you.
Isn't that a Sandra Bullock film?
Yes, bird in a box. Yes, that was the X-rated one that they made. Yeah,
Gotcha.
based on that. Well, it's a grouse. It's not for consumption. It's for decoration.
Oh, it's very nice.
Yes, and you can take that home with you tonight.
Oh, wow.
Hey, you know what?
What?
I'm having a great time.
Me too.
This is awesome. This is very nice. It's very Christmassy in here, isn't it?
I mean, there's nothing more Christmassy than a grouse.
Than a grouse. A Christmas grouse. Do you want to commemorate this moment?
I
Let's
sure
have a
do.
photo. Let's get Wes out here. Come on, give us a photo.
Oh, there he
All
is.
right. Photo with the grouse.
Oh, getting the angles, getting the angles.
Get all the angles. All right, that's good. Get out of here, Wes. All right. Well, anyways, once again, Emily, fantastic set. Thank you for stopping by. Enjoy your grouse. Emily Blake, everybody.
Emily Blake, Emily Blake, Emily Blake.
Blake. I feel warm inside. That
Me
was
too.
nice.
Very
Giving.
pleasant.
Giving is good. Giving and receiving.
Especially when you got it photographed.
When you got photographed, yeah, we can. Now there's proof. Y'all know I've given something away at least one time in my life. All right, let's move on to our next act.
Oh, yeah.
What do we got? Oh, I think Thomas. Oh, yes.
I think, maybe.
Maybe. All right. Why don't we bring out Thomas Parker once again for a brief appearance? Put your hands together. Please welcome to the stage Thomas Parker.
No. Thomas, don't screw up.
Hi, JD.
Hey, man.
Hi, Martin.
Hey, Thomas. What do you got for us? How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing well. As I said, it's been a long year and lots to learn. So I think this time what I'd like to do is show everybody how to whittle a spoon out of a wooden block.
All right. Thomas Parker's going to whittle us a spoon.
So what you need first is a wooden block, something like this size, about 5 inches by 1. You could have a soft wood or a hard wood. This one time, you won't believe it. This one time I was using a piece of fur and it was just sort of chunking off, and it was just a disaster. So anyway, find you something like a piece of cedar, and you want to put it on your lap and sort of start slowly cutting away from your body.
Excuse me, sorry, Tom.
Yes.
You're gonna whittle the whole spoon?
Yeah, so you want to carve it down to what you think is a spoon shape.
Okay, yeah, I'm following. I gotcha.
And so it'll come off, and yeah.
Sorry, Thomas. Sorry, I really hate to stop you in your art and your craft there.
Yeah.
How many spoons are we gonna whittle today?
Well, I thought I'd do a dining set.
A dining set.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Dining set. I see. Sorry, I hate to do this to you, Tom, especially during the Christmas season. But I am gonna have to cut you off because that's not brief at all.
This.
Have you looked into it? Have you found a dictionary yet?
Yeah, I found one backstage.
Strike 2,
Oh.
Tom.
Straight to. All right, I think we're gonna have to. Yeah, come on out here, Wes.
Okay.
Get him out of here.
Okay.
Get out of here, Tom. Come back to us when you sort your life out. That was Thomas Parker, everybody. I really hope he figures out this brief thing.
Something's going on.
I think maybe it was. You know what? I'm gonna blame myself.
I do.
I did. Yeah. I really didn't. Yeah. I thought my brief description and request would result in a brief. No, not at all.
It's on the poster.
It's on the poster. It says brief appearance. All right. Well, speaking of that and good times, who do we got coming up next? Oh, I know who we got. Oh, you guys are in for a treat right now. We got. So this person, you might recognize our next performer from when you're ordering one more bottle of wine 5 minutes before closing. Please put your hands together for the very hilarious and talented Skye Plowman, everybody.
If you don't know Skye by now, you will never, ever know.
Hello, socially distanced studio audience. How are we doing? All right. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm going to get right to the point and ask the question. We're skipping Christmas this year, right? Because, we should skip Christmas. Not just because of the pandemic, because Christmas is kind of eh. Thank you. No, seriously. And I'm not saying skip everything. Like, before you send out, like, Jacob Marley's ghost to come haunt me at midnight. No, I'm just saying that, like, something's gotta go. Like, you can still do lots of stuff. I mean, like, I don't know, donate a toy for a tot. Blow up your power bill with an elaborate light display on your lawn. Kill a tree. Go and donate that last can of chunky soup that you bought on an impulse buy when you were COVID shopping in March. You're not gonna have it. You don't like beef barley then, you're not gonna like it now. Give it to a food bank. No, it's just one of those things like, much like Santa himself, Christmas is bloated and problematic. And, I'm not asking for a lot. I'm just asking that we cut the wheat from the chaff. I'm asking for a leaner, meaner Christmas season, First thing on the chopping block, mall retail. Has anybody worked in retail over here? Nobody? One person. Hello, not a government worker. Hello. I see you. I see you. Now, I'll tell you, what a hellscape working in mall retail is, seriously. Seriously. Once upon a very long ago, I used to work for a photography store that will not be named. And at the Christmas season, I'd have to go and sell you a $700 camera and then convince you to come on back and, do your 1 hour photo finishing with me. And that's all well and good, about a 7 on the stress level. And then you get to, right up to Christmas, and you've got to add 1 hour Santa photos to that. And let me tell you, nothing is worse than an exasperated mother with 3 little gremlins in tow chewing my face off because of the fact that her pictures aren't ready at exactly the 60-minute mark. And I get it. I get it. Kids are awful. That's why I don't have them. And malls are the worst because not only do you need to go and, like, put your child on a stranger's lap, which is no prize, but then you've got to drag these kids around while you're, like, wild-eyed going from shop to shop trying to find the somethings for the someones that you're obligated to buy for. So that's how you end up in, like, Green Earth or whatever that store that smells like hippies is called, or Things Engraved, where you just know that little Jimmy is going to go and break some $400 leaded crystal wine decanter that's on the bottom shelf for I don't know why. And you're only in there because the only thing you know about your Aunt Liza is that she collects shit for a curio cabinet, so here you are. Seriously, honestly, skip it. Actually, you know what? Skip buying gifts for people that you don't care about altogether. And I'm talking about, like, Secret Santa with your coworkers. I'm talking about those, like, extended family that you see, like, once every couple of years. You're only buying something for them because they're going to be at Christmas dinner. Skip it. Because, like, this is where you've got the, like, $50 gift rule. And this is where Price is Right rules comes into play. Because you can't go over $50. Because then they're going to think that, like, you're flexing and you're an asshole. Because, like, oh, look who's giving out water picks this year. You know your Uncle Bill's been unemployed since March, but everything seems tickety-boo for you since you started taking up with that lawyer. And if you go under $50, well, then you look like you're cheap, or you're poor, or worse, you don't know how to adult properly. Oh, a coffee mug. Oh, I guess that's what being in the bar business gets you these days. I heard that she's just doing it so she can be a little closer to the... So hard $50. So instead of buying that perfectly good coffee mug that says something stupid like, "Ants are the best friends God gave you," you can't get that, so you have to get the entire gift basket. And, like, does anybody actually want a gift basket for Christmas? I mean, no, you don't. No, you don't. Who in the back's like, Let's be serious. It's crammed with as much trash as you can fit between wicker and cellophane. With things like a raisin biscotti that's so stale it's actually gone soft again. And yogurt-covered coffee beans, because people want that. A Christmas blend of coffee called Holiday Enchantment that tastes like, I don't know, like wet gingerbread or something. Seriously, once I actually tried to open up a gift basket that my mother had received, and she looked at me like I was going to consume poison. So anyway, you give your Aunt Liza this gift basket, and she gives you that, like, tight smile. and it goes back to her house and is promptly placed under the dining room table, never to be thought of again until she has to re-gift it to somebody else that she doesn't care about. Because that's what gift baskets are really there for, right? Is simply to be re-gifted. And not having to think about someone that you don't care about is really the greatest gift of all, isn't it? Skip it. Heck, skip Christmas. Skip going and seeing those family members that you don't care about anyway. In fact, skip holiday travel altogether. Right? Right? And I get it, like, thank you. I get it, like, we're all nostalgic for the airport chilies, or like the Belgian beer bar in Edmonton if you're feeling bougie. I know, I miss it too. Serious, honestly, like I would get on a plane that would fly me to the sun just so I could see the ass end of this place for just a minute. I love Yellowknife, but like I love to see it go. Anyway, and like when you've got kids, the holiday travel to like see your parents isn't that bad. You know, like you just like give them a baby, they get to be grandparents, you can sit down and have a glass of wine and talk to adults like an adult. But when you're a childless adult, going home for Christmas is just like weird. Like the expectation is that you're gonna like get to the door and like snow is going to be falling gently and you'll cross the threshold and it'll smell like wood smoke and cranberry for whatever reason. And you're expected to come through the door and immediately regress to 10 years old. And I don't get it. Like, I don't want to get up at the crack of dawn and find out what Santa got for me. Because I know it's like a sweater, 2 pairs of socks, and a gift card for the Bay. Seriously. Like, I am a 37-year-old adult. I want to, like, get up at 11:30 in wear the 1 pair of sweatpants that I packed for this damn trip, get downstairs, crack open a bottle of Prosecco, and put exactly 3 drops of orange juice in it. So now it's a mimosa, and it's okay to drink in the morning. Seriously, just skip it. Just skip it. Skip it because you know every other year you get to about this time, maybe a week later if you've got like a super high pain threshold, and you'll look at your partner or your friends, and you'll be like, ugh, I'm exhausted. Next year, let's go to Mexico and just skip it. And I know this year we don't get a beach, but like, we'll make do with what we got, right? Like, seriously, like, skip it. Skip it because you know that next year, this is gonna be super mandatory. Like, you're gonna have to do all of the Christmas stuff. So, like, skip this year, because next year, you're gonna hope that Santa catches COVID just so you can catch a break. Anyway, folks, you've been a great audience. Have a happy holidays. Thank you so much.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Skye Plowman, everybody. That was great, Skye.
Well, hi, Santa.
Hi, you just made my nice list.
I mean, I did trash talk you earlier in the set. I don't know if you were listening.
I wasn't paying attention at all.
Santa.
How about you just come on over here and sit on Santa's lap and tell me what you want?
And how?
Whoa, hold on a second. Sorry, COVID rules. We're going to have to stay at least 6 feet apart. We're going to need another chair out here, please. And I'm going to get my legs on. My leg extenders. There we go.
Oh, Santa, you think of everything.
It ain't Christmas unless I got someone sitting on my lap.
If I had a dime for every time I said that, Santa.
So, what would you like?
Well, Santa, I'd really like a pony for my enemies.
Oh, yes. I remember, wasn't I supposed to bring you a pony?
You know, I asked for years for a pony as a small child, but you're forgiven, Santa, because as I aged, I looked into it, and I realized that, first of all, ponies are quite expensive. Like, they eat, you've got to put them somewhere, trainers, all of these things. And more than that, when it comes down to it, ponies are just ill-mannered, shitty little horses.
It's true. Ponies are assholes.
Yeah.
That's why I switched to reindeers a long time ago.
Good idea. I mean, I've heard some trash about Donner, but, you know, he's no pony.
He's no pony. That's right, yeah. That's what he's got going for him.
It's the only thing.
So a list of your enemies Ponies for your enemies is what I was.
I will absolutely send you a notarized enemy list.
Yes.
And I expect ponies in each of their beds on
Perfect.
Christmas morning.
So if anyone here has pissed off Skye in any way, expect a pony.
You're welcome.
Or if you really want a pony, just piss her off, and you're going to get one.
It works both ways, truly.
Skye, I'm having a wonderful time.
As am I, Santa. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, absolutely. Should we commemorate this moment?
I mean, I don't suppose we have a choice in the matter.
Precisely. You do as you're told. Wes, come on out here. Let's do another photo. All right, that's enough. Get out of here, Wes.
Skye!
Well, Skye, it was a pleasure to have you here.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. So that's Skye Plowman, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Skye
Transition here.
Plowman.
All right, I'm just transitioning out of my beard. Had a
Twice
little
in one
beard
day.
on beard action in that one.
Can I get in on that? I got some water for you.
You got some water for? Oh, yes. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, let's not forget our sponsor one more time. Beard water.
Beard water.
Beard water. How you doing over there?
Oh, I'm having a blast.
You're having a blast?
A blast.
Oh, good. Oh, great. Okay. Pew, pew.
Pew. Someone made a lot of those.
They
at some
did,
point.
yeah. There's a factory in China pumping them out right now.
There's
as we speak.
competing factories in China
Competing
trying to
factories,
compete over
yeah.
how many they can make in a year.
Man, little lasers. Who would have thought? All right. Speaking of little lasers, what do we got here? I think we got our three-part. We
Round
got
two.
another appearance by Thomas Parker. That's what we're getting at here. Let's bring him out one more time for a brief appearance by Thomas Parker, everybody.
Thomas Parker.
Very nice. Little Laser. Little Laser. How do you know my college nickname? So yeah, as I said, I looked at the dictionary back, and brief means short. And this is a comedy show, so I've prepared some short jokes that are from a challenging year of writing jokes. So we'll start with the first one, the sourdough joke. This year, a lot of people were baking and posting on social media, and I actually got into making a sourdough starter, and so did JD. And I learned that JD and I were both getting into sourdough starters at the same time. And this is not something I would lie about. I wouldn't lie about how I started a sourdough starter and JD did at the same time. It's not something I would lie about. Maybe it's because we're both inbreds. Challenging year for jokes. That joke's a bit crummy. Not my end piece. Selling my car. Back in February, I was trying to sell my car to Martin, and he looked at it, took it out, and he said, "No, I'm not going to buy this car. The check engine light's on." And I said, "Well, I checked the engine. It's there." So moving on, when we were all on lockdown, we were doing a lot of Zoom calls, and my wife met my Uncle Alan for the first time on Zoom, and we were talking to my Uncle Alan, and he pointed at the screen at her and said, "You're with him?" And anyway, my Uncle Alan, he's a cross between a Sasquatch, an oil worker, a hockey player, a skyscraper, a bag of hammers, a bowl of licorice all sorts. He probably invented beard water already. One summer when I was a little boy, he asked me to move some rocks on his property. So all day I was moving these heavy rocks, expecting something, and he gave me a nice, real good pat on the back. So that was tough. But when I was a kid, he used to put me in a little box and shake me around. Shake me around in a little box like a jar of peanuts. So I have some real salty memories of my good old Uncle Alan. But I'm glad you all arrived here. I'm glad you got through the doors. The doors are heavy to get into this building, but not like the doors on the Northwest Tell Tower. On a windy day, you can't get into that building. One day, I saw a person doing a lunch hour workout on those doors. Challenging year for sure. Yeah, so we'll go into my hair loss jokes. Moving on to those. Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking was talked a lot about how the universe is expanding, and he would describe it like a loaf of raisin bread baking in the oven and rising, and the raisins are separating, and the bread is rising. And he would know because he was a world famous baker, and wrote a good book of the theory of how to microwave everything. Yeah, and then so this past fall I went to a distance silent auction with my wife, and she went home with this beautiful hand-carved dolphin, and I went home with a migraine headache. And she's like, how did you get a migraine headache? It's a silent auction, it's so quiet. And I said, I was doing fine until you threw that dolphin at my head. So anyway, I think I got the brief jokes, and it's been a tough year, but thanks very much, and Martin.
Thomas Parker, everybody!
Thomas Parker.
I think you nailed it.
Yeah? Nailed it, Tom. Finally pulled one off. Well done.
Are you're just gonna hang out for the rest of the show?
No, I'll go.
You're welcome to, but no, okay. Bye, Thomas. Bye. All right.
Thomas.
I think he really nailed it that time.
I think you got somewhere.
He's a pleasantly weird man.
We all are.
We all are. Yes. Tonight we are. This is what you came for.
A tough year and a tough set for Tom.
Get out of here.
That's not going anywhere.
Hey, JD.
Yeah.
You know what this makes me think of?
Scratching your grandma's back?
Not exactly what I was going to say.
Oh.
But you know what? Christmas reminds me of its traditions.
Oh, yeah.
Traditions.
Yeah, I feel you.
There are a lot of Christmas traditions. Some of which we all share, like having a Christmas tree. Mm-hmm. Christmas tree. I think we all
classic.
Have that. That's classic. Opening gifts, gifting gifts, opening presents.
Can't go wrong with that.
No, I think that's pretty international. I think anyone celebrating Christmas does, includes that element. What else is it? You know what else? You know something I do traditionally at home is I take oranges and put cloves in them.
Oh, absolutely.
Cloves in them.
Yeah, my family too.
Yeah. They're common traditions. But there's some traditions that are not so common. So I also put cloves in cucumbers.
That's weird.
And I put cloves in bananas.
At least that one's a fruit.
I also sometimes like to just put cloves in my hair.
Okay.
It's an old family secret.
Why?
But, yeah. You just want more cloves. Like that's basically what we need is like just more cloves for Christmas. So this is what I do. So it's an old family tradition. We just clove everything.
From what? Why? What happened?
It's just to put a little spring in your step during the holiday season.
I can smell it from here.
You can smell it from
Oh,
there. JD,
Yeah.
does your family do anything like that?
Oh, well, like I come from a line of wasps that goes all the way back to the Mayflower. So, of course, we've got the classic New England running of the carrots.
The running of the carrots?
The running of the carrots.
The running of the carrots? The running of the carrots.
That's right.
Demonstrate to us the running of the carrots.
This is how it's
Everybody,
done.
let's give them a hand. Running of the carrot, running of the carrot, the running of the carrot, running of the carrot, the running of the carrot, the running of the carrot. Hey, what's wrong?
That's an Easter thing.
Oh, no.
Never mind.
Please. I see. So you have nothing to contribute to this
Not
conversation.
a damn thing.
Ah, jeez. That's all right. That's great. Hey, you know what? Okay, forget the carrots, forget Easter. I got one more tradition I'd like to share with you.
What's that?
It goes a little something like this. This is a tradition we've been doing in my family for a very long time, for generations, and it goes like this. Christmas nip slips.
Oh, no way. Dude. Me too.
No way!
Oh!
No way!
Whoa!
All right. Thanks, guys. All right, get out. Get your nipples away from me. Get out of here. Now that I got that off my chest, let's. Oh, sorry. Thank you. That's the reaction I was hoping for. What do we got? We got another act.
Oh, man.
We got another act. Okay, well, here it is. Our next performer has got a new album coming out. Right here. It's called From the Rail Yard to the Wood Yard. It's going to be available starting from December 21st online and also in stores here locally at Weaver and DeVoris and the Down to Earth Gallery. Please, everybody, give us a warm welcome to Ryan McCord.
Hello, everybody.
That's my boss.
Thanks for that warm welcome. It's real nice to be on the Ever Late show. Thanks to Northwest Tel, I guess, for making this available to our friends over in the Yukon. Thanks also to Beardwater. This song is for any Stompin' Tom fans that might be out there. It's just called Stompin' Tom Song. If I sang to you of Newfoundland or old Saskatchewan, the places and stories would remind me where I've gone. Places I have never been, but where I'd like to go. People I have never met and stories we all know. I've never seen a tidal bore, but I was born in Tilsonburg. Never picked tobacco trees, but I worked for all I'm worth. I've found myself in Leamington, but I never did catch up to the guy with the fries from PEI, piled way up in his truck. Sing me a song by Stompin' Tom, and you know I'll sing right along. I got the words to half them anyway. When your memories are gone and you've long been moving on, you'll find me still singing them that day. Well, I never rode a coal boat, but I was cold in Moosonee. I rode the line through Ansonville and I drank in Sudbury. I've crossed northern Ontario a dozen times or more, through the Sioux and Wawa by the Lake Superior shore. I took the ferry to the island, but it wasn't the Abiquate. I hiked on into Charlottetown when it was getting late. And I've been to the Red River just trying to catch a train. I've seen Alberta roses standing in the rain. Sing me a song by Stompin' Tom, and you know I'll sing right along. I got the words to half them anyway. When your memories are gone and you've long been moving on, you'll find me still singing them that day. Well, I never shot the winning goal, but I've got gold miner's blues from living in this old boomtown with nothing left to lose. I've worked real hard for 15 years just trying to make a buck, and I won't forget all you working folks who are hard up on your luck. I've been to Frank, Alberta, but not to Tumbler Ridge. I crossed the Second Narrows on that Iron Workers Bridge. What Stompin' Tom put into song would help us not forget all the tragedies and beauties, and his song ain't over yet. Sing me a song by Stompin' Tom, and you know I'll sing right along. I got the words to half them anyway. When your memories are gone and you've long been moving on, you'll find me still a singing them that day. Yes, you'll find me still a singing them that day. Thank you, everybody.
One more song. 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 Come on, everybody. One more song. One more song. We really want him to come on. One more song. One more song. One more song. All right, Ryan McCord, come on out here. The people have spoken.
Woo! All right.
At 6 this morning, my gal said, wake up, honey, get out of bed. I'm heating up the coffee and the skillet too. I know you like bacon, here's what I'll do. Cause I'm your bacon, bacon baby, you're my bacon eating fool. She's my bacon, bacon baby.
Bacon, bacon, baby.
My bacon, bacon queen. I love her in the morning when she keeps my skillet clean. We go out at night till 1:30. Come back home and we get things done. Fire up the skillet till it's good and hot. We throw in the bacon, that's what we got. You know that's the best way, just to give me what I want. She's my bacon, bacon baby.
Bacon, bacon, baby.
My bacon, bacon queen. I love her in the morning when she keeps my skillet clean. Some people make the bacon, some bring it home. Some like to ramble, some like to roam. Some people eat their bacon when they're all alone. Some talk about it on the telephone. But my gal makes the bacon, it makes me moan and groan. She's my bacon, bacon baby.
Bacon, bacon, baby.
My bacon, bacon queen. I love her in the morning when she keeps my skillet clean. Now when the grease is dripping from the frying pan, smoky maple odors fill the house again. We open up the window just to air it out. Folks gather around and we hear them shout. They say, you got the bacon, that's what it's all about. She's my bacon, bacon baby.
Bacon, bacon, baby.
My bacon, bacon queen. I love her in the morning when she keeps my skillet clean. Well, some people like their skillet greasy all the time. That's fine too, I don't really mind. Frying up a rabbit or a tenderloin, that's good and greasy too, but nothing gets me going like my bacon, bacon baby when she loves me in the morning. She's my bacon, bacon baby.
Bacon, bacon, baby.
My bacon, bacon queen. I love her in the morning when she keeps my skillet. I love her in the morning when she keeps my skillet. I love her in the morning when she keeps my skillet clean.
All right,
Thank
all
you very much,
right.
everybody. Thank you, guys.
Ryan McCord, everybody. And don't forget, he's got his album coming out, From the Rail Yard to the Woodyard. In stores, no, online, December 21st, but also in stores, Weaver and DeVore's and the Down to Earth Gallery. Well, that's our show for the evening. So once again, thank you for coming. This has all been made possible from the help of WOMP, Western Arctic Moving Pictures, and Pito Productions are here, and it's going to be on Northwest Tel. And not only that, but NAC, the Northern Arts and Cultural Center. So once again, let me list off our performers tonight. We had Thomas Parker, everybody. Thomas Parker. We had Emily Blake. Skye Plowman. Of course, Ryan McCord. Also with the help from Wassam Boussalet. Yeah. And of course, you, the audience. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for enjoying the show. We love you so much.